Hey everybody, welcome back to Tin Plated. I'm Rowan, this is Stellaris, and as you can see, we're going without face cam today. It's not that I think there's really any information down here. It's mostly just that I don't think this is the sort of game where I have facial expressions that are going to be in any way interesting to look at. It's mostly just a fairly number-driven game, so I don't feel like getting presentable for the internet. Also, I've changed our mic setup a little bit in hopes of... See, I did forget about him. God damn it. In hopes of reducing the keyboard and mouse noise and the sound of me rapping on the desk or whatever, my mic was sitting directly on my desk, and that probably wasn't a great idea. But alas, my mixer broke, so I can't do the old mic in a sock trick that carried us in our early years. But we're back here carrying the Lovebots, hopefully to the victory. I don't know why I left it paused all that time. So what I'm hoping to do here is increase our military or navy, whatever you want to call it, because we've got neighbors who aren't really
System survey complete.
super favorably inclined towards us. And I feel like maybe the smart thing to do is get the fuck out of here. I don't think I can spread down here quickly enough, though. So someone's gonna have to get their ass kicked, and especially since they don't like us, if we don't do it, they're going to do it to us.
Construction complete.
Tragic, but, you know, it's a canine analog universe. I need those minerals for military, so I'm just gonna leave my construction ship holding there for a little bit
Salvage preserved.
till I can get that going better. Alright, so we got our salvage from there. Is there anything else I want to inspect up here? You know, I think you'll do okay up there. Oh, it's going to take forever for me to be able to take those down. But, as long as they don't also take Gamma Draconis, that means that they'll probably also leave this till a later date, and I'll be able to... What's the word I'm trying to think of? And I'll be able to pound our way through the Howling Vortex, and hopefully get out that way.
Construction complete.
If they do take Gamma Draconis, though, then yeah, it's just going to necessitate a military action, and that's really not the Lovebot way, but sometimes these things happen. Did I not send someone? I thought, oh, it was someone else. Okay. Losing track of my ships. Okay. Should get us another. So there are ways to customize the ships you're using, but we don't really have any text to make that worth it at the moment, so I'm just leaving it on the automated computer design best pick for what we've got. It's not going to matter at the moment.
System survey complete.
By the time I unlock the tech I want to use...
Construction complete.
Which is going to be the fairly old strategy of rapid response torpedo corvettes. It might not be the most optimal anymore. I'm a little behind on patch meta, as it were. But that one's usually pretty good, and I tend to have very sprawling empires. I build wide. If I get trapped, I may have to change that strategy, though. Good news is I do have a few habitable planets here. I can make use of all of them, thanks to being a robot. And I can always rush for habitats and stuff whatever I need to in there. That makes it hard to get enough minerals,
Anomaly
though.
found.
I think we'll be alright. I forgot to read the... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're researching an anomaly. It doesn't really matter. The "we found an anomaly" text. It hints at what it is if it's something recognizable. But by and large, there's really nothing to do except research it or switch in someone who's better skilled. And I don't really have a lot of scientists to throw around right now. It might be more optimal to micro-strategize. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna try to get a star base built here. And claim this, so that then we can get Gliderum. It's gonna piss these guys off. But, you know, we're gonna have to fight. And I think we're in better shape relationship-wise with these guys. Yeah, so once the
system survey
new
complete.
Contact penalty has worn off, I might be able to cook out a really, really good trade deal to them and basically bribe them into liking me well enough for a non-aggression pact, and that'll keep us friendly. And then I'll just have to deal with these guys, who just plain aren't gonna like me because they're xenophobic isolationists. The only thing really keeping us safe from them is that they're pacifists, but I don't really think that's a guarantee given, you know, what we are. Running through space. I really need those minerals. That's what it's going to come down to. That's what it's going to come down to. I did look a little bit about what the new patch is going to do, and it's basically a whole new economy. So, at this point, I'm going to kind of be in a rush to finish this. I had to take a few days off. I was planning on just trying to keep it to 2 a week anyway. I was just hoping for it to be more regular, like a Tuesday, Thursday thing. Probably should have held that Saturday episode till Tuesday, and then you wouldn't have noticed. I flew too close to the sun again. Alright, I'm not going to expand just yet. I want it. It'll lower my piracy risk to take it, but I'm leery of expanding without getting the power to back that up. Sometimes I forget what I'm keeping track of, and my energy production will dwindle down to almost nothing, and I prefer to keep a nice bankroll going here. So we're going to be careful. Ooh, I like this one. The very geological structure of Gianfar 2 is indeed in flux, driven by what Science Officer Coadjutron XO, hugs and kisses to you too, assures us is a tectonic process as fascinating as it is esoteric. What is of more interest to the Love Manifold is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless chaotic self-transformation. In short, a near-instant stabilization of the planet into... Stabilization? I went down under for a little bit there. Of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable is theoretically possible. That would be, great for a machine civilization. Where's Gianfar? Is that... Oh, it's all the way down there. So I have my option of either studying its natural processes, or spending the additional 200 energy credits which will be needed to power a thorough mapping of planetary activity and determine the validity of what science officer has termed a surgical terraforming strike. Actual terraforming lies beyond our grasp at present, so this is an exciting opportunity. It's just 200 credits, it's a 50% chance of success, and since I'm going to try to be friends with these people, it's... If I give them another benefit, it's not the end of the world. That's actually not that bad. Hopefully we will be able to be friends with them and it's not going to bite us in the ass. And it might not work anyway. Oh, see, it didn't. The crew of the LS Scientific Module 3 are disappointed to report that the window of opportunity for terraforming Gianfar 2 is closed despite their best efforts to identify it in time. Another opportunity is unlikely to arise for another few centuries. Unfortunate, but we lost 200 credits. It's not that big of a deal. I try to keep plenty of credits on hand for just that sort of thing, so we can take opportunities like that. Gamble a little. We need more research, but we really need more ships, far more than we need that. So I think we're just gonna have to tighten the belt a little.
Complete.
Tighten the belt a little.
Construction complete.
A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around this moon, possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. Well, we're gonna research that. Yes, we are, Pilgrim. It's a terrible John Wayne for no reason. I don't fucking know. These things just come to me. When the muse is upon me, I don't question it. It's art, and art happens that way sometimes, you know? You know, sometimes it's just one of them things that happens like a thing. Yeah. It's like a thing. Oh, close borders from the Empire of Spiekata.
System survey complete.
No, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna be friends, damn it. Okay, so that's concerning that they closed borders. There's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit around Kodraka 2A at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the LS Scientific Module 2 have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Helperbot G3 is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict holes for any valuable technologies. And we get a graveyard
Situation log
expedition. We're going to
updated.
go ahead and start that right away, actually. Since it's not an anomaly, it's a research project, I'm going to have to tell it. It won't give me an option to do it and then finish the survey. I have to tell it. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to look at my relationships with them. So this has been improving, but they still decided to close borders. I don't... I'm just going to go ahead and leave our borders with them open and hope. Maybe they'll... Maybe we can make a... I don't know what did that. Maybe we can make some sort of trade here. No. I'm gonna hope they don't already have contact with each... I mean, they mustn't. I have some trade value out of it, so... That'll be one more thing I can throw at them when I need to buy it. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay.
Research complete.
What? Oh, god damn it. I right-clicked. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? New tech! Machine template. Yeah, that'll be handy.
Construction complete.
Yeah, let's do that. Some more military tech might be nice, but then I'd have to pay for retrofits. And at this point, the fleet's small enough that I'm better served by just enlarging the fleet rather than making individually more impressive vessels. Vessels. The vessels are nuclear. Man, my impressions are absolutely terrible today. You're getting the worst of them. I mean, they're never good to begin with, but like you're getting the
Research
absolute
complete.
bottom of the barrel here. Woo, Biolab!
Special project complete.
The team under Science Officer Helperbot G3 has finished their expedition on Kodraka 2A and returned to the LS Scientific Module 2. Thankfully, the starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Some experience, some research, and there'll be more research to do there. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Excellent. We are going to research the spare parts depot. Why? Because it'll give us a little bit of bio, it'll give us a little bit of unity. Sorry, society research, not bio. And help us expand on our designated planets for machines. I was going to say machine planet, but I believe that's the name of the terraforming you can do to make a planet solely inhabitable by synthetics, and you get all sorts
Construction
of cool benefits.
complete.
And oh yes, we're going to do that. We are definitely going to do that, but it's going to take a while. So I know I'm supposed to be expanding the fleet, but I'm also building a new mining vessel every time I have the opportunity
System
to with my
survey
one
complete.
construction ship. I think that'll pace it out to the most benefit. I think that's going to be a good choice. I really hope. Once I finish that, I'm going to take a look at my power. I think I'll grab that last little bit of power there, maybe also in Fuldora. Then I'll grab Nodox just to get our piracy risk down lower. I think we can handle any more pirates, but I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to. And then head down to Twumgar and take the minerals there. Then we can take Atmir, and that's a good little choke point. In case things go wrong with our burgeoning relationship with the Empire of Spear Kata. Soulless husks.
Anomaly
An
found.
abominable facsimile of life. That's not nice. Those aren't nice things to say. There is significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts look almost like writing. Well, let's research that. That sounds researchable. We're going to research the hell out of that. We're going to build another mining station. See, it's panning out. It's panning out. We're getting,
New frontiers
getting that
established.
production up. Oh boy! Our colony's ready! Okay, so this is our Durabius Prime colony. We've got a bot there. So, I want to get a bot there and there. So we're going to do that, but I don't think that's going to be too big of a problem. Now, I know I previously said I wanted to keep a Lovebot on, one of the beloved on the home world. But I think I'm going to go back on that. You know what? First, I want to see what's underneath these guys. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. So the problem is if I leave only one on here, they're going to spread, and I could just keep spreading and moving, spreading and moving, spreading and moving, and that will grow them very quickly. That's a lot of micro. I don't know if I feel like it, but I also feel like the Lovebots would be inclined to keep some of the beloved on their home world and, let them frolic in the halcyon fields of their youth or something like that. So we're going to go into the species right for the beloved. Let's pause that again. We're going to go in. So as you can see, their citizenship is locked in as biotrophy. Their living standard are boxed in as mandatory pampering. This living standard enshrines a small population of organic beings as display pieces through relentless and unyielding pampering. You will be pampered. They can't be used in military service. An organic? That's stupid. I still don't want to allow them to colonize. That would allow me to just send out a colony ship with just them, but that seems pointless. And we're going to turn off migration controls so they can make little turd babies. Little turd babies. We're going to keep migration controls on because I don't want them deciding where they can go. I don't think they can, even if you turn that off. I'm not... Maybe that changed. I don't know. But so, now you'll see, if we go in here to Durabius Prime, there we go. They're now breeding, and I'll keep them on these little areas that aren't producing anything, and that should be able to keep them nice and useful. And then when time comes, I'll have to give up some of the lower production areas just to deal with that. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Rockaron B1. B1? Is that a dual system? Dual planet system? I think, or dual star? I'm gonna look. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Is that a Hard Luck Hank reference? Rockaron. Yeah. It's a binary star system. Yeah, so see Rockaron B1. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Most of my time playing this is before they added
Anomaly
binary
found.
and ternary systems. While scanning the asteroid belt, our science team found some sort of irregularity. See, this is why I skipped reading them. So when I miss these, you're probably not missing anything. Trust me. Trust me. So let's go back to the homeworld to make sure the beloved there is also spreading into a useless area. Alright.
System survey complete.
Let's get... What is it going to cost for another ship? I don't know. A little bit more, I guess. Come on. Give me another
Construction
ship.
complete.
Give me another ship. Yeah, another ship.
System survey complete.
Shouldn't take us too long to get another mining platform. Was gonna wait, but... See, the longer it takes, the more I start to second guess, and I just don't commit. I just don't commit. Go to 90. Go to 90.
Construction
Keep going.
complete.
Keep going. Hurry. Map the stars edict affecting our empire has ended, which means also the machine learning campaign edict has ended. We're going to go ahead and kick those back on, because we have the money and, well, energy and influence, that stuff. Jesus. I know what I'll do. I'll just talk by myself for half an hour. That'll run great. I don't have problems getting words out of my mouth at all. No, what could go wrong? Mealy-mouthed shit. Okay, so back to producing a little more here. 8 puts us at a fleet power of 419. We're at least equivalent
Special
with them. They
project
have us
complete.
up in power. Okay. The void clouds may be among the oldest entities in the universe. They seem to have originated just a scant few billion years after matter as we know it first appeared. The tremendous forces of the young cosmos making something out of nothing. They would have been stars once, but were not. Explaining their apparent animal intelligence is more difficult, but the answer might lie in the abnormally strong electromagnetic fields that keep them together, another product of their primordial beginnings. It is not inconceivable that, given enough time, the circulation of its strange stardust and gravitic fields aligned in a flexible approximation of neural pathways or computational circuits. Moreover, the clouds seem to be receiving impulses from one another, if not outright communicating, light years apart. Quantum entanglement is suspected to play a role in this phenomenon. So we can choose either to get a bonus penalty to void clouds, or we can decide that they are beautiful, humbling beings and get a benefit to physics output, which of course we're going to do because the Lovebots are here to protect life in all its forms, not to destroy it. Yeah, that's getting concerning. That's getting concerning. Ooh, we have detected the presence of a pre-space civilization on Zedva Vibifilov. In the Collidor system. Where's that? Oh, right here. Right here. A bit far out for us to worry about. They're in an early industrial age, with electricity and internal combustion engines gradually coming into widespread use. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Oh, that would be wonderful. I would love to have some primitives to take care of. Pitiable nation of malfunctioning nannybots. What is it you want, Lovebots? Well, we are nannybots, but they make it sound rude. Among the asteroids surrounding 464D, or 4-64-D, 4-64-D, but I'm not British. It's not my nature to say stroke. We have discovered an alien ship adrift. It is not responding to our attempts to hail them. If this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal, or some other reason, we do not know. Science Officer VC recommends that we get a construction ship to tow it out of the debris field. If left untouched, it risks being crushed by the asteroids. A special project has been issued to save the ship and investigate it. So we can either scrap it for materials or rescue it. Rescuing it will be an engagement of our only construction ship, or we'll have to build another. We need the minerals for other things, and I don't really want to go out to... I believe VC's all the way here. Down in... one of these. What ship are they on? Either way, we're scrapping it for materials because we need those materials. Most importantly, I'm gonna get one of the pops I want built here going. I don't want to waste those. I'm probably also going to use one of these blank spots for a Unity monument. Just because I like to keep Unity production nice and high, but I might let that go. I might let that go. I just don't want to waste a 2 resource tile, you know? How is their habitability? 95%? That's pretty damn good. They're fine. Let's go ahead and get a couple more ships with our recent windfall from that derelict.
Construction complete.
Okay, so should be able to get more of these. Yeah, that little injection of minerals is really going to serve us well, I think.
System survey complete.
Oi. Survey that. Must micro everything.
Construction complete.
Speaking of microing, how are they
System
doing?
survey
They're okay.
complete.
They're okay.
Construction complete.
Let's get these folks sent somewhere else. Inactive building. Oh! I did the building before I did the pop. Ah! I am the dumb. Ah! What a waste. Oh well. You take the good, you take the bad, you take the rest, and then you have Facts Alive. Facts Alive! Colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this planet once. We're gonna research that. Obvo. That looks like Totes My Goats. Super interesting. And I need to know everything about it that I can possibly learn. Get over here, you're gonna have the minerals soon. You need to get moving.
Spaceport under attack.
What? Oh, it's this thing. Alright. Our deep space tracking arrays under Arabius Prime have made an alarming discovery. A large asteroid is heading towards the planet on a direct collision course. Should it impact the surface, the consequences would be disastrous. The asteroid must be destroyed before it is too late. Understood. You know what this is, guys? This is a cliffhanger. You want to know what happens to the new colony of Beloved under Arabius Prime? Well, then you'll have to tune in next time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time, because I know you need to know what's happening to our turd people. Bye, guys.